season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Love from the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Love, they go play action now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And his pass, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
That's the end of the first.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Play action this time with Love. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 3rd and 2, Love with it. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 11-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Brings up second and goal at the Packers' 3-0.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just shy of
they get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the keeper, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The Viking ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
To Justin Jefferson. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Williams, incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you could have.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
For 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
1-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he finds Cook. They find some open field here. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
15. Packers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Left side, Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Love. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Love, they go play action now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Packers! Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
43-yard line.
2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. This is taken around the 12. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Following the interception, Love setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play fake. Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On play action, Love to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Minnesota, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.